today we're actually going to do a really exciting thing and I cannot wait. It has it been 5 weeks?
Yeah.
It's been 5 weeks since we have sent Sandy, our puppy, off to doggy school or puppy school, and she has been training for that whole time. She's been boarding with my cousin who actually owns Cornerstone Puppy and Cornerstone Dog Training, and there will be a link in the description below for their business. It's awesome, and the best thing about it is that you can get it all around the world. It can be that he has a course on how to actually do this from your own home if you don't want to pay as much to have somebody board your dog. You can just do it yourself, and it's better anyway in some ways because then you learn the whole process and you can make sure you do a really good job with it and stay really consistent with it. And it's an online course, so it can reach anybody all over the world. Anyways, and it's cheaper that way too. So they also have a book coming out that's really exciting that they've been working on, and it's like turned out way better than they ever expected, and it's really exciting. So all of that will be linked in the description below, where you'll be able to find the exact same information of how our dog has been trained. And I'm so excited to see way more obedient, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, if you're watching this video right now, have seen the previous video for when we sent her to school. She was doing a lot of naughty things, and I'm just so excited for once in my life to have an obedient dog. I can't even believe it. I'm so excited. What do you think about it?
We're on our way to go pick her up right now, so you guys will get to see in just a second how it turned out.
I am so excited. So this is my cousin. You guys probably saw him in the last video about Sandy.
All trained, ready to go?
All trained and ready to go! Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Where are you gonna find it? That's me.
Just what we needed, a dog expert.
Well, I happen to know the Beach family finds a lot of stuff, so maybe you can find it.
Yeah, we'll find it somewhere. So this is where Sandy's been the whole time. Will she remember us?
Is she gonna want to come back and hang out with us?
I think she'll want to stay here. She probably will love it so much.
Alright, so we got your pouch for you. Here's your food pouch.
Ooh, cool.
It's for you guys.
Thank you.
Cool.
Of course, we're going to talk about tools and things like that. These guys are going to be coming with the dogs here in just a second. I'm going to grab Sandy, but okay, we're going to talk about all these things and how you can make sure that this sticks a little bit. Okay.
Sweet.
So this is the big one right here. This is basically, if you want to be a dog whisperer, this is how you do it.
The
right
secrets,
here.
huh?
Oh, he's going to teach you all how to be a dog whisperer.
So dogs get excited, right? And they start waggling their tail and everything. They're moving around, right? And when they get so excited, then they do things like jump on people.
Right.
And mouth your hand, put their teeth on your hand. You're like, hey, what are you doing, right? So that's all of the bad stuff happens right up there.
And
when they're too adrenalized, they're too excited, they can't think.
Rip my pants.
Yeah, we don't want that anymore. What we've worked on over the last few weeks is to help Sandy learn to be calm quicker. She'll still get excited about stuff, but to teach her just to flatten the curve. We were doing that before it was cool.
Yeah.
And to teach her just to be calmer in general. So she's only, what, like 6 months old? Mm-hmm. So she's still kind of young, but she's doing pretty darn good.
Mm-hmm.
Is she kind of bigger than?
Oh, she's way bigger. She's huge. I think she's way bigger than she used to be.
Is she as bigger than?
You guys ready? I'll bring her out here, okay?
I have to be ready.
Okay. Good girl.
Oh my goodness. She's huge. She's a different dog. making her excited.
He's so big.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it?
He's so big. He's so big.
What? This is so
I'm
cool.
this big.
Oh
I'm
my
alive.
goodness. She's huge. Honestly, she's way bigger than I thought she was.
I know, you got big, huh?
Yeah.
Does she remember our smells?
Oh, yeah.
So she knows who
Absolutely.
we are?
Yep. Yeah, so it's always fun when dog's been with us for a few weeks
Yeah.
and then the owners come. We can never predict what that's going to be like. Because they smell and they're like, oh, old world coming back at me, right? So,
Do they go crazy or are they like
are totally
are
obedient.
trying to be really obedient?
Oh.
Sometimes the owners are like,
She went crazy. Did you know?
did you do it?
Did you guys know that Wendy, our cousin, got a sibling
I
to
didn't
this
know that.
dog, and it was on the same day, and she went like a half an hour after us, and we just barely missed each other, or otherwise
That's
we would have
kinda
seen
random.
each other.
But you didn't
Get
know?
We didn't know until after. It was like, oh, we got the same kind of dog from the same family and everything. So, yeah. Okay, I think it's time to learn some lessons. Now we need to be trained, right?
As long as we get treats if we do a good job.
Got them done.
Oh, well, that would be appropriate.
Little gum-gums.
Oh, what? You just,
I said sit and then she sat.
and
Close it
she's
down.
like,
Down, down, down.
oh, good dog. You are so fluffy. I can't believe how
You are
fluffy
so
she is.
Got a bath.
I can tell. I'm like, that's what I love it the most.
Gave her that. Abby's been working a lot with her.
Oh, okay.
I got
Oh,
I
okay.
got cut by a jar earlier today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's been hurting a lot.
Oh, wow.
That's why I can't cut her with
Get
this.
some chairs over here. So we'll say, Sandy. She looks at me. Sandy. Okay. Good girl. Good. Come here. Good.
Sit right here.
She's super excited. So you can tell she's excited because of how she's bouncing around, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of help her to calm down by we're gonna help her calm down by doing calming things. For a dog that's like holding still, do you ever have to like hold still to calm down? Hard, huh? So she's been learning to do that. So Sandy, place. No, place. There you go. So her tail's wagging, that's just her being excited about stuff. But if she could be here for an hour if we want. Okay? Till
And
we ask her.
has she done that with you?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's
That's
done.
how people have dogs in the house. I've always wondered, how do they even have dogs in the house? Because the only dog I've ever experienced is the one that's bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. Yeah, a trained dog, in a general sense, is just smaller. Because they can fit and like do this and do that, so it just makes it a lot nicer.
Yeah,
And
you
her
feel like
collar.
less invaded.
Her collar's
Yeah.
gotten bigger. Her collar's gotten bigger.
Is it really? Honestly, it took us a week or so before we're like, Sandy Beach.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, yeah.
One of your kids, but dog.
I know, right? We thought about it. We did. His grandpa's actually named Sandy Beach.
Okay.
See, these guys have taught her a lot of stuff. We don't want to undo all the good lessons that she's learned. So that's why you guys need to learn the right way to teach her so that she can remember all the good stuff she learned. So that's why we're here to learn. So
Gotta
we
keep
can make
it.
sure she remembers. Does that make sense?
She's gonna do great. You're gonna do a good job too.
Did I tell you guys this is a class and you're the ones being taught right now? Well, you are.
If she can be calm, of course she can be excited. That's not hard, okay? But if she can only be excited, that doesn't mean she can be calm. So if we get this first, then we can have all the rest too. That's what we want. We want a dog that can do it all instead of just a dog that's crazy all the time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Fun to go on a roller coaster, but it's not fun to live on.
What did it feel like on the road?
That would make you sick, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
You can
it'd be
throw all
hard
your
to
food.
sleep.
And it's hard to eat. It's hard to drink, definitely.
So this is good. Like she should be doing something like this. Probably, I would say, like you go home if you want this to translate really well, then do it for 45 minutes to an hour a day, where she's doing place.
It's good for her state of mind.
Just leave
Is
her.
it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is like doggy yoga right here.
Oh.
Okay, this is huge for her.
Cool.
That's good to know.
To be 6 months old and have this kind of impulse control where she's like, this is the game, this is how I play. I mean, there's no bars, there's nothing holding her on there.
Yeah.
It's that we've worked with her to teach her that. Right?
Yep. And I just heard her go.
Yeah, did you see that side?
Uh,
And I move away. But as soon as she holds still, then they'll love her. See that? So it's a game.
Aww.
And she likes that. Oh, she likes it right between her eyes there. Your eyes and behind your ear.
And it can be calm and nice for you too. It's kind of.
Yeah.
But you see how like she doesn't come toward me at all? She's just holding still.
I've tried petting her behind her ears before, and like one time it was raining, and there was couches in our back porch, and there was a pad under it that she lays on, and she was kind of like wanting me to lay with her, so I was just laying on the pad with her, and she was just really calm, and
Just a living stuffed animal, huh?
yeah, and it was actually also really calming for me.
Feels good, huh?
Yeah, I was just laying with her, and it was good because she wasn't biting me or nipping me.
I love that. I love that. So you need to have times like that. And she can do it more now.
Yeah, and no one
If you'll
else was
expect it.
around. It was just raining outside. I was just out there just playing with her.
That was like your moment with her, huh? That's where you were like, I like this dog. Yeah, now go slow. Oh, that's pretty good. Not too shabby.
so you don't touch her if she moves her head
If
towards
she
you.
comes towards you, then it's like, oh, that's the game. She has to hold still. There we go.
Oh, that's good.
Good girl. Do you want to try it? You got this. You're
James?
going to be so good.
You can try to.
Good. Good. There it is.
Oh, good.
Good girl, Sandy. Good girl.
And a
You gonna
nice
try
kind
it?
of dog that's not
Hey, come
nipping at you, huh?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Watch your head. Go and put your hand there. Yeah. Huh. There you go.
Now I'm good girl.
Yep. Usually you have to go on the second one right now. She's just young enough that it's still like, oh yeah, playing the game. Once she learns to play, once she's like, yeah, we're doing it. Then she's like a star student. Sometimes she forgets because she's young. Her training level's up here right now. Her maturity's down here. So that's why we wanted to blend up. We want her maturity to come up, not her training level to come down.
Yeah, so you keep that up and it will easily match.
Great.
Her maturity will match her training.
And that looks like this. They look kind of like torture tools, right? But, and a lot of people get scared of that, okay? They think that they're sharp or something. They're not sharp, they're really rounded.
Oh yeah, they're really super dull.
Sometimes they're called pinch collars because you pinch them to put them in,
Okay.
like that. And they're, so people think they pinch their dog, but if you look, the skin just rolls in there. And the whole reason this is a good tool is because it works with the dog as pressure release. It should be loose all the time, pretty much. Like we don't pull on this leash ever, okay? Don't ever do that really on any leash. It'll backfire on you. But if you just go tight and loose like that, it's metal, so it falls open. That's another reason it looks scary, but we want it to fall open. And she's growing, so you'll probably add another prong here pretty soon. But for now, that's where she's
So you
at.
add more prongs.
Yeah, I think there's probably some in the box for you.
Oh.
When she gets
Okay.
off, or if she stepped off, I would go toward her and that it's pressure release. Dogs get it. They just understand pressure release. It's kind of the language of dogs. So when we do it on our neck, pressure release, like she's like, what do I do, right? Do something.
Yeah.
And that was it. And so this does that. It just does it kind of like in a medical electricity way.
I'm nervous.
You might get close enough to see the tear come out. This is the 10, you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Do you feel it?
No.
Yeah, no, I can't feel a 10. I can't genuinely feel a 10. Like
She feels that?
yeah. Okay, so let me go
Wow.
up. Just keep it where it is. Let me go up till you feel it. Okay, let's go ahead and go to a 15.
It's gonna make your arm flex.
Oh, I can feel that.
You can feel it, right?
Yeah.
So 15.
It just feels like a touch. Just like,
Yeah, and we'll keep going
Okay.
just so it's fun.
ah! Okay.
That's a 20.
It just scared me.
Right?
It hurt. It just scared me.
That's a 20, right? You're ready for it. Now here's the big one. You ready?
Just like
That was a vibrate. Now, a lot of people will be like, well, can I just use vibrate? Vibrate's not the same thing. Vibrate's like a bee by your neck.
Yeah.
This is pressure, and we want pressure release, so that's why we use the electricity.
Got it.
A cheap e-collar is gonna be just for the shock.
Got it.
It's not gonna have the levels, and even if it has the levels, they're way too intense.
Yeah.
So we want something that is, you can't feel all the way up to would be extreme.
Got it.
And I always tell people, people say like, why don't you do it on your neck? Well, a dog's neck is a lot like our hands. We put leashes and collars on them. They're more calloused. But I've done it on my neck at 100.
Have you?
No side effects. That's what I always tell people. No, kennel. So I'm holding the button. She's guessing. Kennel. Good girl. You guessed a little bit. So she's still young. We're working on those words, right?
Yeah.
But she's like, oh,
These
wonder.
are like all the words we've worked and worked on.
Okay.
But they just,
Good
it's
girl.
so hard for dogs to learn words.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not their
Good
natural.
girl.
Cool. And this is what we need to be consistent with her
Sit.
so she does know those words.
Yeah,
Sit.
just use the same words
So-
over and over.
Just
Sit.
doing that.
Does she sleep in a kennel every night here?
Yeah, because we have all the other dogs here.
Okay.
Our dogs still
It's
sleep.
hard for a dog to sit on this and they start sleeping.
So
Sandy,
if we put one of these by the back door, then we could have her in the house for part of the day, just sitting and watching, right?
Awesome.
Sure.
And then
Okay.
we could maybe put this type of thing in the garage, and then she would just sleep in the garage each
It's
night.
really good. It's even at her age, it's really good for her to have good kennel time, even during the day. Like, don't feel it like, this is what we do. Like, service dogs are excellent at this.
Okay.
Because they learn to be great in a small space. With dogs, just like with kids, if I was like, you know what, I love my 11-year-old daughter, here's the car keys. Have this freedom. I want, right? It's not gonna end well.
Yeah.
And so, but with dogs, we do it all the time where we're like, okay, because we don't speak their language, we're just like, here's everything. And they're like,
That's love, right?
yeah, it's like a kid in a candy shop with, no
Spoiled.
right? So we need to grant freedom as it's earned. And so you start small, and then you build it in. Now hold the button.
Place.
Now walk toward it. And okay. So if she gets to like and she starts turning in circles, it's because she's like, wait, where, right?
Right.
You usually have to tell her where it is, but as soon as you start walking toward it, if you see her like target and like, I'm gonna do it, then let her do it. Even if you're letting go of the leash.
Okay.
So that because what you want to be able to do is be like sitting on the couch, watching TV as they place, and she does it. You don't want to have to lift a finger.
Right.
So the more you work backwards with dogs, right?
You're speaking Michael's language.
You want to work, and good trainers always lazy, right? Like they want the dog to do more.
Yes.
And that's always our goal. We're doing only the necessary amount for the dog. Let them grow into it. So potty.
Potty?
Go potty. Just walk in there and hold the leash so she doesn't get dirty. But you don't need to go in there.
Okay.
It's dirty. You don't want to. Once she's gone, I'm cleaning that baby out. Taking it down.
Yeah.
Come. No, come. Come. See, the button's still on, so she's figuring out. Come. Come on. Come on.
Again,
Come
that
on.
maturity level.
Come on.
She can't hear.
Good,
She
there
can't
it
tell
is.
where it's coming
so
from.
I'm getting low to try and help her out because I have nowhere else to go. To back up to say, come over here, I'm patting. She doesn't have a leash on.
Right.
But sit. Good. Sit. She's like, I'm tired. She wants to lay down. The breed doesn't always matter as much as people think.
Huh.
Of course, like if you have a herding breed, they're gonna be more high strung, but they're gonna be more intense. Like I want to do it, I want to play the game, right? Because they're all about rules. That's why people love German Shepherds, and those are the dogs that are like doing the stuff that's like obedience, you know. But it really has a lot to do with temperament as well.
It jumps to here instead of a dog that's living on the edge here in their mind all the time, and anything just pops them into.
They're always learning,
Okay.
right? So there's different things that breeders do. And if right when they were puppies, they would earn all their food by working for it.
Yeah, she did that with us when she first
She
came here.
earned
Just
all
did-
of her food.
All of her food she had to earn.
Yeah, so that she's learned I work for this. And dogs love to work. Like giving them a job is what they live for.
Yeah.
So because of her age when she came, the first 2 weeks, we didn't use the prong, we didn't use the e-collar, we only used the slip lead, and she earned all of her food.
Got it.
So that we could kind of fast track her to where she could. And then we'd start using that slip lead and pull and then reward. So it wasn't like, she's like, pressure. Oh, but reward.
Yeah.
And she started to learn that pressure, that this it's not just correction, it's direction.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay.
Check it out.
Ooh, you got
Well, so what we've been working on is a puppy training book. So if you want to start the foundation that we did with Sandy, is we have a book that is just barely coming out. And to start, we're going to do free plus shipping. So if you want to get this book for a low price right now, then at least for a limited time, you can hop on it and get this with the link in the description. I think we're going to put the link in the description.
It will be right below this video, and it will be free, so go do it right now. You need this.
This is specifically for puppies, so 8 weeks to 22 weeks old. And it's just a how-to, step-by-step, here's what to do each week. And we just line it all up for you to get a great foundation for your puppy.
It's so exciting. So if you have a dog, you gotta follow them. And they can help you so much. Like, this is literally changing our life, so go get a free book and get
Even if you
started.
just want to learn about puppies, it's a great way to understand dogs better.
Oh yeah,
understand
oh
puppies
yeah, I
better.
totally wish we would have had this before we went and got her. I just got her and I was like, this is great.
Even
Oh
if
no,
you're
she's
thinking of
crazy.
getting a dog, right?
Yeah.
It's good to learn about.
It's like, we need to train us first, really. That's what it is. He's just